Let's check on our plant, shall we? I've been keeping mine in a kitchen window, and yours may be doing better than mine, because mine hasn't been getting enough warmth or sunlight. As you can see, I've only got a little itty bitty sprout going. How's yours doing? Go check on it.
Hi, I'm Lucas, and today I'll be teaching you how to make this guy an origami swan. He's really simple. Okay, enough with him. No, so you're gonna want to have like a crayon, maybe like a black or something. Okay, the first step is you get the paper, put it like a trapezoid, fold it in half diagonally so it kind of looks like a pizza slice or something like that. It should look like this. Then unfold it and make sure you see like a line, and it might just put your finger on it. Okay, after that you take this side right here and just put your finger on the tip and fold it into the center line. Make a point at the end. Then after you've done that, you should have something that looks like this. Then you're going to want to take this side and fold it into the middle like so. And it should meet up to the other side you just folded. Now it should probably make like a tip at the top. Doesn't have to be perfect though. It should look like this. Then you flip it over, crease it to the side, and then take it and do the same exact steps. Fold it to the middle. It's gonna look a little different, a little skinnier, but that's how it should be. Just fiddle with the end. Then it should look like this. And the back side look like this. Do the exact same step to the other side. Just fold it in to the middle. And then crease it again. It's hard to do it when it's in the air. Should look something like this. Backside something like this, and it should come like, let's see, if you just stick your finger in, you should be able to squeeze one side, stick your finger in, and you can hold it with both sides. Then you're gonna take it, fold it to the top, increase it, push it down because the paper is pretty thick. Then the last and final step, you take this and fold it down. Then it kind of looks like a peacock. Then fold it, crease it, put it up. Put like the head, kind of just pull it up and squeeze it. And there's your finished origami swan. If you want, you can add some detail, but you might want a black crayon. And before you do that, just fiddle with the beak / head. Just make it perfect. Then do an eye on one side. Then flip it over and do an eye on the other. Okay, this is your finished origami swan. Thank you for watching.
Dennis is one of the people at the church I work at, and his friend Owen has a lot of animal friends. Listen, and he'll tell you a story about Owen. Hi, Dennis.
My name is Dennis, and today I'm going to tell you a short story about a little boy I know and the animals that he likes to catch and how he handles them once he catches them. We know from the Bible that God put animals on the earth for us to use and to make our world more interesting. The only thing is, we have to remember that when we catch animals or we're handling animals, they have to be treated with respect and kindness. And Owen is very good at that. So let me tell you a little bit more about Owen. Owen, this is Owen. Owen lives in Northern California with his mother and father. They live in a small white house. And Owen likes to go out and try to catch lizards. And right there, he's holding a little lizard in his hand. And what he likes to do, he likes to go out with a baseball cap. When he sees a lizard, he tosses the cap on top of the lizard. And then he reaches his hand under very carefully, reaches his hand in to catch the lizard. And then he takes the lizard out and looks at it carefully. And then puts the lizard back down on the ground and lets him run away. So Owen just likes to look at the lizards, to look at these animals, see how they feel, how they wiggle, and then very carefully though, puts it back so it runs and scoots away. Owen likes to go to the creek. It's near his home. The creek runs through a park very close to his home, and Owen goes down to the creek almost every day with his mom or his dad. One day at the creek, with his mother's help, he caught this little frog. That's Owen with the frog he caught. You see, it's not very big. He caught this little frog, and he looked at it carefully. He held it very carefully, and then he put it back in the creek so it could swim away. Another time at the creek, he went with his father. They had a big net. They had seen fish swimming in the creek, and so they tried to catch them in the net. And after a long time of trying and finding it very hard, they finally did catch. They caught 2 fish. Kind of nice too. They're about this long. Kind of nice fish. Down near the creek, there are lots of plants and there's trees and lots of birds and butterflies. And Owen spotted a bunch of caterpillars growing on some pipe vine down there by the creek. So Owen, of course, brought some caterpillars home. And he and his father put a great big jar in his bedroom, and in the jar he has 3 big black caterpillars, and of course they need food. So every day he goes down to the creek, he picks the pipeline, stuffs it in the jar, and then the caterpillars have a place to climb and food to eat too. He also has a small aquarium in his room. He and his father put that aquarium in there after Owen had caught 9 tadpoles down by the creek. So Owen likes to watch the tadpoles grow and develop into frogs. And then once they become frogs, Owen takes them back down to the creek and lets them go again. His caterpillars too, once they make their chrysalis and they turn into butterflies, he's going to let them go too. Owen likes animals, but he also handles them very nicely. He's gentle with them. He's very careful. He never squeezes them too tightly. He holds them gently. And when they need to be released, he takes them back to their proper habitat and lets them go. If it might be in the backyard, if it might be in the field, or in the park, or even in the creek. So we know from the book of Job that you can learn lots of things from animals, from little animals. And we know that God wants us to treat animals with respect. Owen knows that, and I hope you remember it too.
When God made animals, God made them to be our friends. They were created to help us. But animals need us to help them too. Because people have spread out all over the world, humans live almost everywhere. Some animals have lost their homes. And really some things people do can hurt their habitats. litter and pollution really hurt God's garden. And it hurts the animals who live here. But if we recycle, and we don't litter, and we clean up after ourselves when we take a hiking trip, or go outside, or go water rafting, we can protect animals. Some of the national parks were set up for this reason, like Yosemite, or Muir Woods, or even Zion. Because machinery and factories were being built everywhere a long time ago, a man named John Muir worked very hard to get the government to protect wildlife and their habitats. Because of his work to protect the environment, we have so many beautiful national parks and preserves, places that we save for animals to be safe, happy, and healthy. They are like giant gardens. Here in Santa Barbara, we have many parks and beautiful places we save, and we don't build any houses on. We care about the environment here in Santa Barbara. And you too can do your part to help preserve nature and protect the animals that live here. Look online for ways to help keep forests green, lakes blue, and our animal friends safe. Thanks for showing up. Next week, we talk about how God gives us other people to care for and who care for us. See you next week.